The Renault Captur has always been one of those cars that sells in huge numbers while the conversation happens somewhere else. For this latest version, Renault has quietly done something more interesting than a facelift. It has given a small, sensible family car a face that belongs on something far more expensive, and then backed it up with the powertrain it always deserved. You see it first in the nose. The new front end borrows from Renault's electric design language, with a complex pattern panel where a grille used to be and vertical light signatures running down each corner. The redesigned brand logo sits in the center, and in this Esprit Alpine specification, you get the two-tone roof, the gloss black detailing, and 19-inch wheels that fill the arches properly. In white over black, it looks genuinely smart. It is not overdone, which is important on a car this size. From the side, the proportions are familiar, but the detailing has matured. Around the back, the taillight housings are now clear rather than tinted, and the simpler bumper keeps everything clean. There is no fake exhaust, no pretend toughness. It just looks like a confident small car. Inside is where the value argument really begins. The dashboard is built around a large portrait touchscreen running Google software, and it is one of the genuinely good systems at this price. Maps, Assistant, and the App Store are all built in, and it responds quickly. What I appreciate most is that Renault kept physical shortcut buttons for the climate controls instead of burying everything in the screen. The Esprit Alpine trim adds sports seats, blue stitching, and aluminum pedals, and the materials on the upper dash feel soft and considered. There's one detail worth knowing if you're coming from another brand. Renault keeps the audio controls on a small stalk behind the wheel, rather than on the wheel itself. Reviewers tend to complain about it. Owners tend to love it, because you can change volume and tracks without taking your hand off the rim, and once you have lived with it, the logic clicks. In the back, the story is better than the compact footprint suggests. The Captur uses a sliding rear bench, which means you can choose between class-leading legroom or a bigger boot depending on what you need that day. Slide it back and a 6-footer fits behind a 6-footer with room to spare, which almost nothing else this size can claim. The footwells are deep, headroom is good, and 3 across is doable for shorter trips. If practicality like this helps you choose your next car, subscribe so you catch the next review before you buy. The boot is where you meet the one real compromise. Because the hybrid battery lives under the floor, capacity drops to around 326 liters with the seats pushed back, roughly 11.5 cubic feet. That trails a Ford Puma and a Skoda Kamiq on paper. The recovery is that sliding bench again. Push it forward and you reclaim a big chunk of that space, and the boot itself is a clean square shape with no load lip, so what you have is easy to actually use. Under the bonnet is the change that matters most. This is the new full hybrid E-Tech, and for this year, Renault upgraded it to a stronger system making 156 horsepower with 270 Nm of torque. The old hybrid felt adequate. This one feels properly brisk, with the sprint to 60 taking around 8.5 seconds, which is quicker than a Yaris Cross and quicker than the entry Puma. More importantly, it does its best work in town. The car pulls away on electric power in near silence. The petrol engine slips in smoothly when you need it, and Renault quotes around 60 miles per gallon. In real driving, that figure is honest rather than optimistic. And there is an electric save mode that holds battery charge so you can glide silently through a town later. It is the kind of detail that owners notice every day. Pricing is where Renault makes its final point. And at this show, the numbers tell the whole story. This Esprit Alpine sits at around 35,400 Swiss francs as configured, which is close to 44,500 US dollars, with a show floor offer bringing it lower. That places it right alongside a well-specified Ford Puma or Peugeot 2008, except here a panoramic feel of equipment, the Google system, the adaptive cruise, the heated wheel, and the full safety suite are all included rather than scattered across an options list. Renault also covers it with a 3-year, 100,000-kilometer warranty, plus 8 years on the hybrid battery, and the brand finished 9th out of 31 for reliability in the most recent major survey, ahead of several rivals people assume are safer bets. What the new Captur represents is a small car that stopped apologizing for being small. It looks like it costs more than it does, it drives better than it used to, and it answers the practical questions a family actually asks. For a segment everyone keeps writing off, this is a reminder of why the Captur has always quietly worked. For watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. Leave a comment below with your thoughts or questions. I read every single one, And don't forget to click the bell icon to get notified about my next upload. See you in the next video.